after UFC 316, I wanted to do an update of my top 10 pound for pound fighters in the UFC. There's a lot of work to do because you can see the current run absolutely stinks. But first thing first is let's get rid of John Jones. I'm a big fan of John Jones, but he's retired now. We could just get rid of it. He's been having 2 fights in 5 years is just crazy. So let's narrow it down to maybe like 10. We've got 10 here. There's going to be a few more guys that are going to be added onto it. But number 10 is the most difficult. And for the whole list in general, it's not just about skill. Like, there's a lot of skillful fighters out there. It's got to be skill plus getting the results. The number 10 is going to be the current number 7, Jack Della Maddalena. Beat a solid opponent. He beat Bilal. And I mean, Bilal's just overlooked a lot. He was on like an 8-fight win streak. Champion. Yeah, he fought a good fight. Didn't fight his best, but Jack Della Maddalena looked good against him. And Bilal is an all-round solid opponent. So he's number 10. I was actually going to put Evloev at number 10 because he's also a mad win streak, but he ain't a champion. Number 9 is a shocking one. A lot of people are going to disagree with me, but it's not Tom Aspinall, and he's off the list. I know people be going crazy. He doesn't make it my top 10. He's a heavyweight, and I just think heavyweights are absolute shit. Honestly, if Paddy Pimblett was a heavyweight, he would probably be champion. But there's like maybe 2 or 3 good fighters on there. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane maybe, and Volkov, maybe Pavlovich. And the fighter who comes in at number 9, Khamzat Chimaev. And he's another shocking guy, I know, but if you really think about it, who can actually beat him? I honestly think he'll beat everyone in welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight. He's so dominant. Like, the only blemish on his record is going the distance with Gilbert Burns and going the distance with Man and having close competitive fights with them two. And if you actually listen to what you're saying, especially Usman, he's like one of the best in the forget the world, he's one of the best ever. And for someone like Khamzat, who hasn't even had a title fight yet, to go the distance with, it's stuff of legends. Because one, like I said, is the GOAT of that division, and the other one was a title contender at that time. And Khamzat was relatively new to the UFC. He only had like 4 fights, and he put up like bad competitive fights with both of them. You can't really knock him for that. When he does fight, he's absolutely dominant. So look what he done to Robert Whittaker. And Robert Whittaker isn't just an average guy, you know what I mean? One of the best in that division as well. And the reason why I put him at number 9 and not any higher, if he becomes a world champion, he's got DDP next. So if he beats DDP, he's going to be in the top 5 at least. That number 8 isn't so shocking, but it's going to be Alexander Volkanovski. Broke the 36-year-old curse or whatever. Number 7, Alex Pereira. Another one that's not very shocking. I think he's the only one on the list that's got coming off of a loss. But yeah, he's knocked out everyone. Put up some of the most entertaining fights the UFC had last year. Yeah, his record was slightly padded. They weren't giving him wrestlers that could take him down and control him. Actually, to be honest, he did beat Jan Blachowicz. But I think time's coming to an end. He's had his time in the sun now. I hope he does become champ again, but I highly doubt it. Unless someone beats Ankalaev. Number 6 is Ankalaev. Just beat Pereira. One of the more dominating fighters in light heavyweight because he can wrestle. He's got the Dagestani style wrestling. And he's also very good on the feet. He was outboxing Alex Pereira. If you watch the fight, Alex Pereira was so anxious of the takedowns that Pereira was able to stand up and strike with him. Ankalaev looked smooth on the feet, man. His boxing was smooth. And I just don't see anyone beating him in the top 10. I'm just going to scroll up each one now so you can't see who's next. But number 5 is DDP. Current champion at middleweight. Unbeaten in the UFC. Beat some top names. Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker. Choked out Israel Adesanya for the first time in his career. And also knocked out Robert Whittaker. He looks like a dominant champion, to be honest. And if it wasn't for Khamzat, I think he would be a champion for a while. We got Khamzat Chimaev coming up this summer. And I don't see him getting through him. But you never know with this guy. He's got all sorts of... And if he does get through Khamzat, boy, he's going to be one of the all-time GOATs. Number 4, we got Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is one of the more dominant fighters. Definitely the most dominant fighter in the featherweight. KO'd Volkanovski and Max Holloway. No more needs to be said after knocking out Max Holloway. He's never been knocked out in his career. yeah, just secures him as one of the best in that division. And he's gone up to lightweight now, becomes a champion there. Number 3, this one's going to shock a few people, but it is Islam Makhachev, only at number 3. The only reason I put him at number 3 is because he hasn't gone up against the best opposition. And it's not his fault. It is what it is, because he's, instead of fighting Arman, he had to fight Renato Moicano. And then he was supposed to fight Charles Oliveira for a second time, but dropped out, and he had to fight Volkanov short notice instead. A lot of people criticize him for that. I mean, there's no win for him. When he fights these light guys, no one rates him for it. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that he didn't want to stay at lightweight and fight Ilya. Yeah, he's fought everyone that he could, and he's absolutely dominated everyone. He's really honed his skill over the last couple of years. One fight in the UFC, and is on like a 15-fight win streak. Going up to welterweight, and if he becomes a welterweight champion as well, then there's no question about it that he's going to be number 1 pound for pound currently. And he's probably going to be top 5, top 3 maybe, pound for pound ever. Number 2 is Merab. He's a champion in the most competitive division in the UFC at the moment. I mean, he could probably lap the division. He's just so good at winning, even though it might not be the most entertaining. I mean, he's beat everyone in the bantamweight. If we just look at the names that he's beaten, I mean, I've memorized everyone that he's beaten, but just to show you, Sean O'Malley for the second time. Umar, he's beat Umar. He was an absolute phenom, like I always say. Beat Sean O'Malley to become the champ. He's only got 2 title defenses, but the names that he's even beat prior on his journey to become champion: Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Marlon Moraes. He's definitely got the best resume on the roster, and at the moment, I think very few men that can beat him. Number 1, you probably guessed it, most underrated fighter in the whole of UFC. I think he's actually number 10. For him to be number 10 and 9, like, he's wiped out flyweight division. He lapped it, beating everyone that you could throw at him, and just the disrespect, only because he's a flyweight. I don't see any other reason why he's ranked so low. And it's like, a lot of people will say flyweight division doesn't have the talent, but if you actually know what you're looking for, they're probably the most technical. It's a very competitive division. It's just they don't have the characters. You don't have the like trash talk. You don't have the bravado in that. There's just no aura in that division. Pantoja is probably the most technical fighter, the most technically gifted fighter, all-rounded fighter on the roster. Pantoja is easily the most underrated, the most technical, the most all-rounded fighter on the whole roster, easily. But yeah, that's it. That's my top 10. I know a lot of people disagree. Probably will get a lot of hate for it. But if you actually think about it, my list actually makes a lot of sense. I tried to put aside all the characters and stuff like that, just base it off pure results. Let me know what you guys think.